artistic directors of OperaUpClose. I've also been for dinner at Kirsten's house, so I'm really hoping I wasn't one of the people she discussed afterwards. I'll just tell you a bit of background about this production and how it came about. Keep it very brief and then hand over to the performers. We decided to put on a production of La Bohème in a pub called the Cock Tavern in Kilburn. If any of you know it, it's one of the least likely venues to find opera. If you go past at 8:45, there's a queue of elderly men outside waiting for the pub to open at 9 so they can get their first pints. By the time we performed at sort of 7:15, they'd been there all day. It was the first, well, it had been done before, but it was the first, there's a lot of fringe theatre in London, as you probably know, but opera, in most people's heads, still belongs in one of the two big opera houses, the Royal Opera House or English National Opera. And the idea of being able to go into this tiny little room above a pub, 35 seats, taking your pint with you that costs £2.50, drinking it out of a glass, was completely new to people. And it was just an experiment for us, really, and just to see if it worked, to see if anyone came. And we were a bit surprised, excited, but also terrified to find that we had The Guardian and the Evening Standard and the Independent all booked in for our first night. And a bit like Kirsten, we're thinking, well, this might not be any good. And so we did this production of La Bohème. We did it in English because obviously in a 35-seat room above a pub you don't have surtitle boxes, but also because I felt like one of the problems people have with opera is there's a distance, there's a language barrier, and also a distance of time. La Bohème suited what we were doing very well because it's an opera about a bunch of students hanging out in a garret in Paris, not having any money. And so it just made sense to update it to being in Kilburn, a bunch of guys who just graduated from university, who were, my idea was that they were playing at being artists, basically. They probably came from middle-class backgrounds, and maybe in a few years they'd go and get a job in the city, but for now they were going to say, oh, I'm going to be a novelist, I'm going to be a painter. And it was maybe a little bit self-indulgent. And I think a lot of people coming to watch the show either recognised themselves in it or knew people like that, and that helped. And so that's who the boys in the opera are. And the scene you're about to see now involves Rodolfo. I didn't change the Italian names because, to be honest, I was a bit lazy about it. They fit the music really well, and if I had to go through and find a name that matched Rodolfo and had the same emphasis and change it, that would have been very difficult. So Rodolfo is in his flat in Kilburn. It's Christmas Eve, and his neighbour Mimi comes round. Mimi, in the original, she's very much on her own. She doesn't have any friends, and but she's a completely normal, lovely girl. So I was thinking, how has this come about? And she is genuinely poor. I felt she wasn't someone who was playing at being poor. She didn't have mummy or daddy to phone up to bail her out, unlike some of the boys. So I made her an immigrant to London, and so Mimi is a cleaner who's moved to London, and that's why she finds herself very isolated. And in this scene, it's Christmas Eve, Rodolfo's friends have gone out, Rodolfo's stayed behind to finish the article he's writing for a website, and this is what happens.
The meter.
Hello?
Who's that?
Excuse me.
Who could that be?
I've run out of change the meter.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Come in while I look for some.
Can you use some?
Not at all. Come in. You're feeling ill. You're very pale, though.
I'm all right. I'm just tired.
What am I meant to do now? I know. She's a very pretty girl, though. Do Do you feel better?
Yes.
It is very cold here. Why don't you put my coat on? Wait a sec. A glass of wine.
Thank you.
To you.
Not too much, please.
Enough.
Thank you.
She really is gorgeous.
I'm feeling better. I really should go now. Thank you for helping.
Such a hurry.
Yes. Thank you. And good evening.
You are welcome. Don't stand there in the doorway. The wind will blow out the candles. Oh no, they've gone out already.
Now we'll never find my key.
Please don't worry.
I'm a nuisance.
We'll find it soon.
I'm sorry for causing you such trouble.
Really, it's no trouble.
I am causing you such trouble.
It's no trouble. Please don't worry.
Look for it.
I'm looking.
Where can it be? Did you find it?
No,
I thought you...
no, honestly.
Look now.
I'm looking. Your fingers are frozen. Let me warm them in my own. Don't bother searching. It's far too dark to find it. And when my friends get back, we'll get the lights on, and then we'll find your key without any bother. And as you are my neighbor, we should get to know each other. Shall I tell you? And what my dreams are, shall I am, well, I am a writer. What am I doing? Writing. How will I live then? Somehow. I don't make any money, but what is money to me? I am writing a novel, perhaps it will be published, and then when people read it, I'll share my world with them. And now you've come and stolen every impulse to work, when all I want to do is watch you. How could I sit here writing, knowing that you're so near me? You have ruined my chances. is so much more exciting than what I'm writing. So I've told you too much now. Tell me about you. It is your turn to speak now. At least tell me your name.
Well, I'm always called Mimi, but my name is Lucia. I don't have much to tell you. I just clean houses for wealthy families. I send home some money, but what I love is to make these flowers. There's something in these flowers. As I sow, they enchant me. They make me think of home. And springtime. I put my dreams and memories in these flowers. When I'm lonely, I sow them, and I'm happy. You understand me?
Yes.
I'm always called Mimi, but I don't know why. Doing my work, the daytime passes quickly. I stay home in the evening, but I don't really mind, though I live by myself. There from the window of my attic, the snow on the rooftops is lovely. But when the snow is melting, but when the snow is melting, the spring's first sun belongs to me. The spring's first sunshine is mine. When cherry trees are starting to blossom, as I watch petals falling, the air is full of the scent of flowers. But those I make myself, my little clock. you for too long with my life. The nonsense I think all alone upstairs is hardly the most exciting.
Hey, Rodolfo, can you hear us?
Who's that?
My friends. Oh, Mimi, you're so lovely. And you, my neighbor, I can't believe we've never met before. And all you've told me, it only makes you more beautiful to me. How could I have guessed it, that you could be so lovely?
You would charm me completely.
Come here and kiss me.
Every word
My
you
darling,
say is stirring me
how I
close
finally
to
met you. Say
Oh, stop it.
my darling,
Your friends are waiting.
you're sending me away then.
I'd like to, but I can't ask.
What?
Will you take me with you?
What, Mimi? Would you rather not stay at home with me? It's nice and warm here.